Hello, everyone. It is the beginning of spooky season, so I have decided to start my horror, thriller, scary movie genre watch for the month of October. I'm starting with A Girl Walks Home Alone at Night. I felt like this was fitting to watch right now. I'm not sure if you guys are following a lot of what's going on in Iran right now, but there has been a lot going on for a very long time about wearing the mandatory hijab, and that it's an important thing for me because I am half Persian, half Iranian. I'm I've never been to Iran, but I always have wanted to go. My family had to come here, not by their choice but by necessity, and the story and the culture of Iran, I've always admired that country. I've just been very upset by a lot of the issues going on there with the regime. And right now, since it's spooky season, but also because I'm watching this, by the way, this is going to come out, I think October 3rd, but I'm watching this like today's September 21st. So I'm in the heat of the Mahsa Amini tragedy. If you're not familiar with that, I would ask for you to go and Google that name, Mahsa Amini. She was basically murdered by the morality police. Now, if you don't know what the morality police are, in Iran, there's a people who walk around who are the morality police, and they dictate what you can and cannot wear. Iran was not a Iran before 1979. You did not have to wear a mandatory hijab. It was a very free nation, free country, and it completely changed when the regime changed, and people had to get acid attacks thrown at, like, young girls were mutilated, hurt, killed. Lots of things happened because of the change and the shift, and people had to fall in line. A lot of young people nowadays, though, in recent years have just said, I don't want to do this anymore, and they've been taking off their hijab and doing protests. And a lot of men are also supporting this too. I just want to say that majority of Iranian people are like not for the mandatory hijab, and I think that what has happened, Masa is not the only woman, but I feel like she's this, and God rest her soul, she was only 22 years old. They beat her so bad that she fell unconscious and went into a coma because she wasn't wearing a hijab properly. When does it, like, how do we come to a place where what you wear on your head is more important than your, like, physical body, your soul? What are we becoming? And it's maybe we're not doing that in America. Sure, that we're doing other things, other atrocities, but like, we to allow this to be happening in another country when we are able to now in this time frame know what is going on all over the world is, it's absolutely disgusting. And I just want to bring that up to I want to bring this to your guys' attention because it's heartbreaking. And I feel like this movie is going to be something about that, where it is about a young woman who's just trying to, it's like a twist on this society and societal norms. And but I really wanted to bring that up because it's important. I feel like this may be the catalyst for change. Sadly, it had to happen with another death, but this has been going on. People have been locked up, people have been murdered. I mean, when you get taken in Iran, you probably are not going to come back out of prison. You will not be seen again. And it's just, we're in 2022. This is wrong. Religion, belief systems should not be, it should not force us to hurt other people. It's wrong. It's wrong. I don't see that should be a part of anybody's belief systems. It's the humanity that makes, talks for God anyways. It's their own perversions, their own weaknesses and their own egos that speak for what they think God wants. God does not want people to be beaten because of a hijab or lack thereof of hijab. God doesn't want people to be beaten because of what you look like. God does not want you to be beaten or for you to beat people because of what they eat or don't eat. God doesn't want anyone to be beaten. That is not God's word. So it's frustrating that someone had to die, another person. It's heartbreaking. So I want to start this out by saying that it's important for me to say this, especially this is an Iranian movie. The director, Ana Lily Amanpour, I want to say her name correctly, is Iranian, and she wrote this movie. She directed it. I'm half Persian. My name is Iman. I really want to be able to speak out. I've been speaking out as much as I can since this has, like, the stealthy freedom, since this has started, like, about, God, I don't know, maybe 5 years ago now. My channel is not so big, and I should probably talk more about this on my YouTube channel, but it's something that I definitely have been, like, on my social media talking about, promoting and pushing. However, it feels a bit scary, I think, because there's people just do not understand, I think, and people have their own beliefs, and as you can see, people's beliefs can make people do some really horrific things under the guise of God. So it's scary to speak out against these things. But these women are in Iran, where they know that they can be hurt and killed and locked away, and they are doing things. So they are brave, much braver than I am. And I can only throw my respect and admiration and pray that this stops, that we come to an understanding of, like, this is not how we treat humans. So I just wanted to say that the best that I could. It's sad. It just is. It's sad. So I'm going to get into this movie, and I'm going to try to appreciate it as much as possible. It's just a beautiful thing that we're in a time where a woman can write and direct a movie and have a lead female role actress. I mean, times have changed. I think we really need to appreciate this. There's so much going on. There is a lot of positivity and growth, but there's also still a lot of people who are still stuck, and some of us are moving forward, and then we're leaving behind our, like, brothers and sisters in the back who are just stuck because of wherever in their regime they can't do anything. It's an interesting concept. So there's good things happening, but there's also still struggles and suffering going on all over this world. And I think with a platform, whether it be 100 people watching this, 1,000 or more, like, just being able to speak about this is amazing, because we never had this 50 years ago. It would be impossible 100 years ago. We did not know what was going on all over the world, and now we do. We have access. Most of us have phones and internet. So this is the first time in history that I know of. Who knows, maybe 1,000 years ago or 2,000 years ago, 500,000 years ago, things were the same as it was now. Who knows, right? But for what we know is that this is the first time in history that we have access to everything and everywhere in the world. So being able to talk about these important issues and just at least raising an awareness, and then from there, now you have that in your head. It's like the seed has been planted. Like, oh, I did not know this was going on in this country. Okay, maybe I can look into it. And it's just, it helps. I think just talking about it helps. And then finding out after that, like, well, what do we do? That's my question too. I'm sitting here like unaware of what I can do. I don't know, but I know that the people of Iran at this moment are protesting. They are fighting for their rights. They're not backing down this time, and they haven't. They've been fighting for a very long time. And this was, again, I'm saying seems to be the catalyst. And so, but we just have to be their support. We have to be other people's supports right now, if we can. But, all right, I'm going to do this. I'm going to jump into this. You can find this, the uncut version of this reaction, the full uncut version on my Patreon. Those links are down in my description box below. I love Persian music. I wish I could speak Farsi fluently. That's the one thing I'm always like, Mom, why? And she tells me, well, Iman, when you were little, you just said you didn't want to learn. I was like, Mom, I'm 5. Don't give me a choice. Oh, Elijah Wood is an executive producer. That's cool. Whoa, what? Oh my god. I hope this is answered. Why that's going on over there.
گفتم پول میدی؟
بچه چند دفعه میخوای بهت بگم پول ندارم.
I was just gonna say that. You gotta have $5 on you, sir. This guy is very handsome. It took him that long to get this car. Oh man.
شوهرتونم براتون پول میاره میره یه زن جدید پیدا میکنه یک زن دیگه یک دختر
Damn, what is he watching?
مرد این چیزم میشه
Oh man, this is like the wrong timing. I've never seen the sugar like that. That's interesting. Usually they have like the cube sugars.
معتادی؟ جوابمو بده.
مریضم
معتادی.
Oh man. No, it's not gonna...
تو اصلا حالیت هست چقدر پدر تو به من بده کاره؟
من هفته پیش به پول ندارم.
بیزنس یعنی بیزنس.
Damn, that's really tough because it's like not even his own fault, his dad. Addiction is tough. It took him a long time too to afford this car. I love all the song choices so far. I mean, if it fits this movie. I have this thing with music choices in movies. If I vibe with it, you know, I feel like they've chosen good songs. I'm like, yeah, this is gonna be a good movie. Wow, look at that. Whoa, whose house is this? Oh, he cuts the... I'm enjoying this movie a lot. It's just, I love how it looks. This is very common in Iran too. There's lots of nose jobs. And no one really cares. They're just like, yeah, they walk around with the cast or whatever. Who's this man? Like everyone's watching him.
چرا همش پارتی ماسک میندازن؟
Is he gonna steal?
منو تنها میذاری لطفاً که من کارمو انجام بدم؟ آره چی فکر میکنن اگه یه دونه پسر تنهایی بیاری تو اتاق خوابت؟
راست میگی؟
چه درست نیست.
Maybe it's different for the rich.
چه پسر آقا؟ قش کردم.
He's like, no, I need to steal some stuff. I need to get my car back. But I like how when he's like reaching, I have to rewatch this part, but he's reaching for this and there's like this, it's like him going to the dark side because he's about to steal. It's just the noise in the back. I like that. I wonder what this says. What is he written on his forehead? His gijga. What's here?
بگو دیگه چند سالته؟
30 سال.
30 سال. داری پیر میشی ها؟
Oh damn, I'm ancient. I'm 32. That's cool. They're filming us through the windows, like the circular windows. I like that. I don't know if I saw this in the trailer. Okay. That would be pretty shocking. Oh, then she's gone. Man, I feel really bad for her. Like, God. I'm wondering what time period this is supposed to be set in. Like, is it the 80s or the 90s? Maybe with her posters, it could be like the 80s. And if you guys are not aware, in Iran, when you're in your home and you're a woman, you don't have to wear a hijab. It's only when you go out. But just information. Sex. This guy is going to die. Curiosity killed the cat. He can't help it. Make sure you guys figure out your weaknesses, man. Because it'll kill you.
Must be.
I mean, I wish I was going into this blind. Like, I didn't know what this was about at all, but I do know. I don't know how gory this will get. God, he's good at playing a scumbag for sure, because I am just so disgusted by him. Okay, ugh. This is success, guys. This is what success looks like. Alone. Nobody really likes you. Horrible decor. This is not what success is. Money does not define success, especially when you're like completely... Oh my god. Yeah. This is really doing it. This does it for us women, for sure. No. I mean, at least he can dance. It's interesting. He has no like feeling of fear. Because she's a woman. What does he have to fear? But it's interesting. He has no idea who she is. But of course he's gonna be able to be. He's stronger than her. But yeah, it's an interesting concept, I guess.
Ooh.
What do you do now? No, he's still. Oh no, she puts her. Oh wow. Oh. Oh my god. Oh. Hey, he's like, it's my car. Now she's gonna rob him. Yeah, she's gonna have to cover up. Cover your shirt. Oh man. Yeah, I mean, that's shocking. Oh shoot, he's gonna take his money? Oh shoot, I don't know if that's a good idea.
بمیرم راحت بشی.
Well, yeah, I mean,
یکم آب بخور.
I feel bad for him. More so. His son.
میدونی چی میچسبی؟
I'm
توی ماشین کورکی
چه کیفی میکردی؟
Oh, he did take it. He does like to take things that are not his. He took the cat. He might have taken those earrings, and now he's taken this briefcase. So these are her victims. Or is that him? No, no, no. That was him who... What? This little boy is learning, but like not the best stuff. Oh, shoot. Ah. Oh my god. She's mirroring everything he's doing. I mean, I guess she was smoking. She doesn't have a cigarette in her hands. Oh my god, stop it. Leave the innocent people alone. Oh, freak, I would scream. Oh no, he's gonna choke on this candy, isn't he? Oh Lord. What does she want? He's a kid. Just juke her out. Oh my god.
پسر خوبی. جواب بده.
No. Oh my god.
میتونم چشماتو از حدقه در بیارم.
Lord, this kid, he's never going to be able to sleep at night ever again.
تا آخر عمرت تماشا میکنم.
Oh.
فهمیدی؟
This is her way of like preventing him to be like the first guy that we saw with the tiger sheets and blankets. This is really, I do enjoy how this movie looks. Like, this is very cool.
آرش نگات کن. این شیرینه. سلام. بیبی شنیدیم اکس داری.
I'm pretty sure that that's the director.
پس این کار جدیدته؟ پس یکی دیگه بده.
بحثت یه دونه.
دیگه.
بحثت یه دونه.
Goodness, let it kick in. Like, what are you doing? I'm trying to understand, because like he's our main character. Like, what is the? I'm trying to understand like the point of each person's character, like the little boy.
آرش.
So it's all just a game? Like, what is going on? Oh, she has a guy, or? Oh, dude, she's playing way too much. He's on drugs too. It's like not really a good mix, you know. Did he read that wrong? Did I read that wrong? It seemed like she was like flirting with him, like wanted something from him, like very seductive. But if she doesn't, obviously if she doesn't want to kiss him, she doesn't have to kiss him. But I'm just saying, like, oh, how funny if he runs into the actual vampire dressed as a vampire. Is he still high? This man, he's very beautiful. Very, like, gorgeous. She's a menace. She steals from children. Gives them nightmares and steals their skateboards.
من گم شدم.
Aw.
اینجا کجاست؟
شهر بعد.
Does she call it that? She just feels like this whole place is corrupt or something.
من شربت زندگی میکنم. اینجا به شربت نمیخوره.
Interesting that it's called
می‌خوره؟
Bad City.
من خونم نزدیک اینجاست.
Oh boy.
میتونی اونجا بشینی؟
This poor guy, but he's Thai. Leave him alone. This is so cute. I pray that she's like nice to him. He's not a bad guy. He's not. But it is interesting though, because we've seen him take things that are not his. So it's like, where does the line go? Because anyone can break bad, right? That's what we've learned with Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul. Like, anyone can go to the dark side. I am enjoying this movie a lot. Maybe she does like him because he hugged her. Oh, his heartbeat. I like that. I was like, what's that noise? I thought it was coming from outside. This is such a gorgeous movie. I just love everything about this. That was great. That was an awesome sequence.
اسمشو نمیدونم.
He doesn't even know her name.
اسمشو نمیدونی.
But his dad knows her. He's gonna be like, oh my god, that girl? She's crazy. Oh no, because she thinks that it was his car, right? The other guy's car. Now, I don't know if she's gonna attack her, but also be like, what does that mean? My guy has messed with this girl? Like, what is this?
چی میخوای؟
She stole that from that guy.
یادت نمیاد چی میخوای؟ هیچی هم عوض نمیشه.
بیشعورا و پولدارا تنها کسی هم که فکر میکنن یک چیزی باید عوض شه.
Oh, I'm an idiot then.
داری پولت رو جمع میکنی.
I'm not rich. But I'm an idiot.
واسه چی؟
It seems like a weird place to meet. Like, it's
it's not
not romantic.
واسه همبرگر آوردم.
Yeah, you're the hamburger.
من این چیز دیگه راجع به تو میدونم. گوشت سوراخ نیستن.
Oh gosh. Don't give her these stolen earrings.
چه قشنگه.
واسه تو حیف که نمیتونی بذاریشون.
Wait, we're gonna pierce them right now? Oh my god, that's a way of showing your love. Like, she's like, no, thank you. Let's get them in.
مطمئنی؟
Yeah. She can't help it. I do appreciate the retractable things because that's something I've been learning while I'm watching Supernatural. The vampires have this retractable thing, and I thought, I don't know if I guess that is in other vampire movies too, but I always felt like the vampires always had their fangs out. But it makes sense for it to, be retractable.
چه گوشوارهای خوشبختی.
That's really sweet. That's romantic.
نمیدونی چه کارایی کردم.
تو هم نمیدونی من چه کارایی کردم.
I'm glad this is being brought up because she does kill, That's a huge deal. She's a killer. And she can't hold her desires, like her weaknesses.
میخوام واسم برقصی مثل قدیما.
So she's been doing this for a while.
میخوام تماشا.
Man, Persian songs are so sad. It's like, jeez. I love these dancing sequences. They've been really gorgeous in this movie. Oh no. No. Oh my god, here we go. Dude, you're the one who has the issue. Don't give it to her. Oh my god. Well, this is gonna be awkward when she sees his son. Jeez. And you know what's weird? It's like his son also works like at throwing these bodies in that ditch. Like that's his job. Oh, the kid too. The kid lives here. Oh man. I thought she was gonna throw him in the ditch.
تو باید بری از اینجا. اونم با خودت ببر.
Oh, she takes the cat. Our main character is going to be like, wait, you have my cat. My dad took the cat. My dad's dead. Wait a minute. You said you did bad things. Wow.
چیزی رو دیدی؟
نه.
کسی رو دیدی؟
نه.
کسی رو دیدی؟
Oh, okay. So he just took all of his supplies. I didn't realize there was all like drugs there in there too. So that's how he was selling the ecstasy and everything. She keeps having that dream. That's weird. Oh boy. If she has the cat, then yep, it's all over.
بیا با من. بلم نکن منو تنها نذار.
Why? What? Oh, okay. That's like her killing shirt. Here we go. I'm gonna be making a new playlist. Songs. These song choices are great. I mean, won't he remember her coming out of that one gangster's house now, maybe? That's it? They're not gonna talk about anything? Oh, he's turning off here? Because she kept having this dream of him standing in wherever that place was. The cat. So cute. The cat. The cat just sitting. That was cool. If it ends like this, I find that interesting. It does. Okay. That's very interesting because I was just thinking, yeah, I was just like, oh, you know what? Maybe he just came to this conclusion of, you know what? My dad wasn't that great of a guy. Like, clearly she kills people, but she kills people who are doing shady things. And he just accepted it. Like, that might be, like, he just kind of had, like, the picture of, like, okay, this is, I remember her. She came out of that one guy's house, that gangster who's just completely shady. He caused my dad to have this addiction in the first place. If he wasn't there, my dad wouldn't have started doing these drugs. Okay, he's out of the way. She killed him? Must mean, and then he knows how his father is. His father's chose the drugs over his own son. Like, who knows how long ago. Maybe that's why his wife left. I don't know if she even is dead. She just left, maybe. But what was interesting, and I do want to go back to the beginning here. Yeah, it's this guy on the TV, and he's talking about your husband's leaving you. Let me see. Your husband brings home the money, but be prepared. One day everything changes. Your husband leaves you, finds himself a new wife, a different woman, a younger woman, or perhaps your husband has a stroke and dies. These things happen, and then it just sort of stops there. And then the younger girl, I don't know anyone's names in this, pretty much, except Ati. But the girl that he stole the earrings from, she was listening to the same guy. But it seems like this is only towards, that message was only towards women. But it seems like his mom left and did what they were saying husbands do. I don't think she's dead. That's in my perspective. I just think she just was like, I'm leaving. I mean, it's interesting. I'm trying to see different like angles of what this could mean, like why, what it means. So basically the city is called Bad City. There's a lot of shady things going down in this place. There's murder, there's drugs being sold, there's prostitution. There's a lot of things that are not the most savory. And people are doing these things pretty much for survival and trying to get ahead, trying to save money, trying to find company, trying to feel good, all of that. It's all for like what makes me feel better, how do I survive? And everyone has like a sin in this city. Like even our main character, he's like a good person, but he has these flaws, which is human. Everybody, no one's perfect. No one is either good or bad. Everyone is like in the middle, and you can stray on either side. So we see him stealing the earrings. We see him he took from this guy too, from the gangster. Like he stole. There's just things. He stole that cat. But he also works hard. He worked, what he said, 2,191 days for that car. So he's not completely gone to the dark side. And then we've got the vampire, who isn't necessarily bad. She tries to, it's like she's in this evil city, and she also does evil, but she's trying to use her evil for good, if that makes sense. Like she was protecting the Addie. She saw her as like a victim of everything, and she did protect her. She came in and saved her from whatever was, what was going on with his dad. And she didn't hurt the child. She just was basically like, I just know what happens to when you grow up. You might turn into one of these people, one of these men here. And I hope that you choose the right way, even if that means like I have to scare you into like feeling like, you got to look over your shoulder. It's just an interesting perspective. It's an interesting story. They decided to leave the Bad City they decided to move on from this place and maybe do better. But their sins, the things that they've done, you know, they can't necessarily leave it behind, but they can do better. Like that's how it is to be a human. You make mistakes, you learn from them, and then you try to continue to do better and grow. That's just life. And I like that story, that what they're saying here. And I think he accepts her for who she is. He did. He used to, you know what? Because he got it. He understood when he saw the cat that what happened. She killed his dad. Yeah. Very deep movie. I mean, it's a very gorgeous movie. I love the idea of filming it in black and white. I love the music choices, the dancing. It's a very seductive film. And it kind of makes you like, should you root for her? Should you not? What should you feel in this movie? It's all very interesting. Yeah, it's deep. It's a very deep movie. I loved it. I think it's a movie I can watch again. It's not very long either. It's quite short and like it's to the point. I don't know. I really enjoyed it. I liked it. I feel bad for his dad, but you know, I guess that's what addiction does. When you can't battle it, when you can't like get out of it, that's what happens. And I've never, ever like took anything like that. So I don't know how strong that is. But you know, I used to drink and smoke weed. So I know that even like, and I feel like marijuana for my life, it did much more good than bad. Alcohol did much worse. So I feel like alcohol is just like, but marijuana is something that I just can't really do anymore. I think there was like a time frame for me. It was like perfect. I needed it when I needed it. It helped me in a lot of ways. It healed a lot of like things I was going through. There was some answers I needed from like my past, my childhood, things like that. It just opened up my mind to things I needed. And then it started to give me anxiety like after a couple of years. So I was like, okay, I gotta put that away. Maybe in the future I can do it again, but I rather not be, because even with marijuana, as good as I feel like it is, and I think it is a helpful drug, I still feel like there's like you get addicted, and that was something I had to realize. And it's like anything can be addictive, especially depending on like your personality type. But I feel like most people are addicted. We're all addicted to things, and we just don't want to say it. We're all addicted, whether it be food, drink, drugs, women, men, whatever it is, video games. Like we can all be addicted. We have a vice. But yeah, I just, even with those two things, like I don't like to feel not in control, and that doing something hardcore like what his father was doing, it's like that scares me so much. I can't even imagine. I can't imagine if people choose the drugs over their families. So that's serious, very, very serious. But yeah, geez, this I liked where the story went. I know that this director has made more movies. I know The Bad Batch. I haven't seen that, so maybe at some point I'll watch that movie, react to it. But yeah, this was great. I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts on this movie, like what you saw, what your perspectives were on this. If this was new for you, what did you think? And it was great. I think a lot of Iranian movies are really, really good, like that are from Iran. They're just very like sad. Like there seems to be a lot of depressing Iranian movies. But I think, it's like real life. So yeah, I hope to, I really do want to watch more Persian films. That might be a cool thing to do. I've always been I love watching Korean movies. Like a lot of my favorite movies are Korean or Indian films. and I should branch off and watch. I'm good. I like watching movies from all over the world, actually. So international film is something I enjoy. But yeah, that's it. That's all. This was the start of the spooky season. This wasn't that scary, but at least it's kind of like that feel. We're getting into it. I am very weak when it comes to scary movies. So it's going to progress into like the deeper stuff, the scarier stuff. So thank you for watching. Thank you for joining me on this journey for Halloween and the spooky season. And we'll see how far I can get. All right, guys. Thank you guys for watching with me. Bye, everyone.